Hello there, Dharma Friend, Terence here. I thought I'd talk just a little bit teaching that I have thrust upon me at the moment. I had a person who was very close to me, we were very lovely friends and so on, but he rang me up the other day and he was screaming at me how much he hated me and so on. And of course I reply, I don't hate you, and calm down, it's not as bad as you think it is. And then, of course, the phone slammed down, and then there was more phone calls, and, really a torrent of hatred and frustration came at me from a very, very close person. So it was very, very painful indeed. In fact, that night I couldn't sleep at all. I felt dreadful, and also it affected my elderly father and sons and so on. So it was dreadful, and it's still continuing. And I try and send, at first I sent really nice emails and, did my best in every possible way. Then I resorted to a bit of humour. I thought, I'll try and lift the solemnness here and make a bit of humour. But nothing works. Person is really, really furious with me, and if it was good reason, maybe it's a good reason, as far as he's concerned. But as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing for me to do is not to lose my love. I remember I attended a course by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and somebody asked the question, what do we do if someone's absolutely horrid to us? And the Dalai Lama's answer is, as far as I can remember, stand up for your rights, put your, put what you know is right, don't back down. But the main thing is don't lose your respect for this person. So, I have been battling, as we all would, when somebody really comes out with venom and tries to split up your family and does all sorts of terrible things to you. Don't lose your love. We've got to make an absolute commitment not to lose our love, no matter what happens. Actually, in the text, it says quite clearly, even if someone kills our family and burns our house and so on, we cannot hate that person. And it's very, very difficult. Lord Buddha showed in many of his lifetimes, he was attacked by a king once, and the king sliced off his nose and his ears and cut off his fingers and, really just hacked into the Buddha. And the Buddha did not lose, even for a second, his great compassion and his great love for that king. And we have to learn by this. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, his beloved people have been crushed by, terrible opponents, dreadful opponents. And his people have been enslaved, murdered, tortured, imprisoned. Great lamas have been machine gunned down. Temples have been destroyed completely. Holy relics have been smashed. And yet he can keep his love for those terrible aggressors. And this has been going on for 50 years. I've only had to put up this for 2 weeks, and even now I sort of feel, but don't lose your love. We can't lose our love. We've got to try even harder. We've got to meditate even deeper and think of the great masters who have loved beyond all limits. Jesus Christ, who was beaten, stabbed, and crucified, and yet he never lost his love for his enslavers. And there are many, many saints and Buddhists and holy and wonderful people who have been subjected to the most terrible things. So we've got to remember that and don't lose your love. Thank you very much. All the best.